Francis, Prime Biz, whenever you look at a chart,
this is something I'm trying to forget.
And it's always going up that way, and it's got rand. We always remember that that's not a good story to tell.
Yes, yes. So when the rand is weakening, a reminder, like you say, on this chart, it goes up. This is sort of a standard practice because we always compare, we put the dollar in front and then we see how many rands buy $1. So when the rand is weakening, $1 gets you more rands. That's why it looks like it's going up, but in fact our currency is weakening. And the rand has continued to slide in the wake of South Africa's midterm budget. It began to fall yesterday when the Finance Minister Malusi Gigaba started to outline government spending priorities. Well, the currency fell to 14.29 or so today. That was its weakest point, and that is the weakest level that we've seen this year for the entirety of this year, and it's about an 11-month low because we were last at these levels in November last year. By the close, it had recovered a little bit, but it was still about 1% weaker against the stronger dollar. Now, investors seem to be reacting to the harsh economic realities confirmed in yesterday's budget speech. That's when the slide began. And there's also a concern that government will simply not be able to deal with South Africa's growing debt burden. Some analysts are warning about a so-called fiscal cliff or serious economic crisis because spending on social grants and wages for civil servants is growing while the economy is not growing as much and less money is coming in the form of revenue. The rating agency Fitch saying that the budget signals a policy shift away from commitments to cut deficits and debt. S&P is also worried. Gross national debt is expected to reach about 60% of GDP or overall growth by 2022. And paying the interest and charges on that debt will cost us all and South Africa dearly. By 2020, interest charges alone expected to eat up around 15% of the budget. Now, that 15% is money that will not be spent on housing, sanitation, infrastructure, and other priorities as well.